Hi, this is Sherry Hauser with Glory Bound Publishing, and this video is specifically on book reviews. We have a lot of questions on book reviews, and what I feel is I feel there's several types of book reviews, and this one is entitled Book Reviews Good, Better, and Best. I just did a writing on it, so I'm going to kind of refer to my notes, and so we're just going to kind of talk about it. So any book review that's a five-star book review is a good book review. I mean, I would even say a four-star is okay, but the question I would say is why is it a four-star instead of a five-star? Ideally, you definitely want all of your books to be five-star. If you can, that's the best. As far as book reviews go, five book reviews indicates that people trust your product. If you've got more than five, that's great. I found that if I look at stuff that's got like 250 or 500 book reviews or reviews, then I go, well, why do they have so many? Has the book been out a long, long time, or are they paying for book reviews? I mean, I get kind of suspicious as far as books goes. I'm not talking about other types of products. I can understand if you have a product and it's out there for 10 years and it's great, then maybe you'd have a lot of reviews on that. But I'm just talking about books here. Okay, so good book reviews. Again, a good book review is any book review with five stars. I had a book recently that had book reviews and it was all these 5 stars, and I was like, okay, okay. And I'm looking for something that's written, and actually nothing was written. Only on one of them was something written. So I would say that a good, better book review is where somebody actually writes something down. Even if they just say, great read, good book, I'm going to refer it to my friend, or whatever they say. Anything where they're actually going to write something down, that's a better book review. The best book reviews are book reviews that I feel have three elements in them. And, the book reviews need to go somewhere between that's a great book and 2 pages. I mean, people aren't they don't have the tolerance to read like these long, in-depth book reviews. So ideally, I feel 3 or 4 sentences is plenty for a book review. I'm going to say, however, the best book reviews include several key elements. The first sentence will be what I call the stinger or the come on statement. And that statement is meant to draw readers to read more, okay? Or pull them in. And I have some examples on this page here. This is an awesome read. Good book for my grandkids. This is the author's best book yet. Great book for any shelf. Okay, so these are kind of like draw you in to want more. And then the book review needs to have some meat, which indicates that the reader has read the book and has something meaningful to say about it. Okay. A book review where somebody doesn't read the book is not a book review. Okay. Hello. That's just the bottom line. The idea is that you want book reviews where the person's actually read the stuff, okay, and looked at it and kind of taken it in, okay. He or she needs to indicate he knows what he is talking about. So there are several AI book summarizing softwares which can help in summarizing books. I'm not telling you about them so that you can avoid reading books, but I'm telling you about them because even when I read a book and I read a lot of books, as a publisher, I read a lot of books. If I have a book that's 200 pages, by the time I'm done reading it, I kind of forget what's in the middle and key elements about it, type thing. So I would say that the summarizing software is very helpful. Ivory Mind is really good, and Ivory Mind takes the longest books. Okay. Chat GPT or Grammarly, all of those also take books and they summarize it. However, they only summarize a limited amount. So you have to put it in a chapter or 2 chapters at a time. On Grammarly or ChatGPT, a lot of times the summary will say, do you want to continue with your last summary? Well, that's okay. I mean, so if you like ChatGPT or Grammarly, then I say go with it. But if you want something that'll take the whole book and chew it up, then iRemind is a really good option. All of these have a certain amount of free this and that on them before it locks up and they want you to buy it. I bought iRemind. iRemind is $140 a year, and Grammarly, I think it's around 100, something like that. Okay. Um, what it does really well is it will review the entire book. And then what you see at the end of the iRemind is it tells you where the summary is and what that is. So I'm going to go there. I'm really kind of more of a say and do kind of a person. I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to go to iRemind, and I'm going to put a book in there just so you can see what it does. So here's iRemind. I'm saying log in, but it knows me, so I'm just going to go right in there. And these are books that I've already put in. I'm going to upload another book. iRemind will take all of these, and it's really nice if you have a PDF and you want to add a PDF. I'm going to take this book here, Faith on a Wing and a Prayer. That's one of mine to take and put it in there. And then it says upload. So what I found is that it's just a little longer, takes a little bit longer with the PDF, but it takes some time. Okay. So it's going to take that and kind of chew it up. All right. So I'm going to let it load here, and then I'm going to show you what I do in the process. So what I find is that with iRemind, it gives such a nice concise summary that I can generally sort of pull some different statements from the summary to provide some meat to my book review. I'm gonna let this one keep going. So the last part of, there it's done. Okay. So what you do with this is I'm going to go chat. Then the book is, what it's done is it's converting it on the left side. It's converting it so that it's like Word. Okay. So it's going to convert it. And I'm going to do short summary right in here. Okay. So when I do short summary, it's given me the whole summary of it, and it's telling me where all these pages are from. Now, if you read this and you go, well, I don't know, it's, seems to be whatever, let's do it again. You can regenerate the response and it'll give you another one. It's like, oh, okay, I like this one better. And that's fine. So what I do is, again, this is one of my books. What I do is I take that stuff and I put it down here onto this place. Now, I'm just going to take a document like that. So here's my thing. So if I was going to do a book review out of this, then I would say see, now the iRemind doesn't know it's a book, so it's saying this document, blah, blah, blah. So I read this and I go, that does sound kind of like what the book is about. This is actually what it is. So I started off with, if I was going to write a book review on this specific book, which I can't because it's my own book, but I'm going to do it for the sake of the video, I would say, I would say Sherry Hauser shows deep insight with this thought-provoking spiritual book. Okay, like that. Okay, now that's that's like, kind of a come on thing. Oh, I want to know some deep provoking insight, spiritual books. Okay. So, and then I take a part of this out of there. Okay. I'm just going to take this part right here. I'm going to say the author The author explores themes such as spiritual cleansing, the importance of solid foundation and faith, and the interplay between divine guidance and human obedience. And then I'm going to say it prompts me to um, demonstrate more in my walk. Okay. So I said it prompts me to demonstrate more discipline in my Christian walk. What I have found with with the third aspect, so now you have the second aspect, which is some meat. All right. Now the third aspect is hook some flesh onto it, which means connect the book to you. Connect the book to you. So I have here on my little paper I'm looking at, and what I put down as several kind of possible links between flesh and writing. Link yourself to it. Here's some examples. This book has changed my life. I was on the edge of my seat during chapter 10. I will definitely purchase the rest of his books to share with my grandchildren. So when you say the book has changed my life, it could be a self-help book. When it says I was on the edge of my seat during a certain chapter, then you're going to talk about a novel or an adventure or something like that. Um, Biography. If you're talking about this book prompts me to want to do something. So the idea is the last statement prompts you to do something, to change your mind, to change your life, to change or something or other. Those are the kind of book reviews everyone really, really likes. Okay. All right, to leave a book review, go to the page where the book is located. So you're going to have to navigate to the page. I'm going to again share, and I'm going to I'm going to close that up. I'm going to go to Amazon.com, and I have been helping an author, this one right here. Okay, this is her book, Forgiveness for Real. This is Jane's book, Dr. Janet's book. I'm going to click on the book. Okay. So if I want to leave a review on this book, I don't know if I've left one or not. Let's look and see. One, review, read more, upload a video. Okay. Related books. Okay. Bradford R. Taylor left this review. Okay. Very informative. And then he's, this. Now, this particular book, Forgive and Let Go for Real. I think I've just marketing. Okay. All right. So I have a sample review right here that I just wrote for her to give her an idea. Her book is on forgiveness. Okay. So I'm going to go back to this book here. Now, you don't have to buy the book. You can buy the book, but you don't have to buy the book. If you buy the book, then you can come back and you can leave a verified review. If you don't buy the book, then you leave an unverified review. I'm going to show you how to leave a verified review. Verified review is, I'm going to buy her ebook. Okay. All right. It's wanting me to go into Amazon. Of course, I don't know what my thing is. Okay. And then I got to break into my account, which is always a good idea to make it so you have to break into your account because you don't want everybody else in your account. 72609. Sign in. All right. And then I'm going to go read now. All right. And then it's going to let me read the book right away. All right. So, but what I want to do is I actually want to do a book summary on or a book review on this book, which is I got to get back to the book. Okay. The easiest way to get back to a book is to go to the author and then go to their books, and then you can get back to the book. So now I'm back to her book here, and this is on Amazon, and I had bought the Kindle version of her book. I purchased it. You go on down, go down, 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 and it says write a customer review. I'm going to give her 5 stars, and I have my review ready. It's right there. Best book on forgiveness I have seen yet. It emphasizes that forgiveness is not about excusing wrongdoing or forgetting pain, but about releasing the burden of bitterness to find freedom, healing, and peace through Christ. Great book for Christian readers. I give it 5 stars. I'm going to put this as my, like this, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and do that. Review is submitted, okay? So I'm going to sign out all this. And stop my ship, okay? So that's how you leave a book review. To lead an unverified book review is exactly the same, except for you don't purchase the book. So you just go on down. The unverified book reviews are great for people that, let's say they purchase the book directly from you. You go to a book event, people are purchasing your books, and they can leave an unverified book review. To find a URL of your book, okay, let's do that. Okay, let me share again. Share. Let's say that Dr. Janet, oh, let's see. Let's see if it'll go under forgiveness and Janet. I don't think that's, oh, here it is. It did. Okay. All right. So here's the book. You have to find the URL for your book. Like, let's say you want to tell your compatriots to go ahead, hey, you know what, here's my book, I released my book, and please review my book, look at my book, give me a book review that you feel is adequate for my book. So if they want to find your book, all this stuff up here is the stuff that you need. All this stuff right here is the stuff you need for people to find your book. All this stuff right here. All right. You can also make a QR code. Let me show you how to do that. You right click right here, create QR code for this page. Right there it did already. Forgiveness, download. I'm gonna put it on my desktop so I don't lose it. There you go. All right, that's how you create a QR code. And that, let's see, there's only one more thing that I wanted to mention, and that is that if you have people that you feel would look at your book and are interested in your book, but don't really, think that they'll purchase it. But if you gave it to them, they would be happy to take a look at it and all that. Then KDP has an option. You can put your book for sale for free twice a year. And again, there's another video, one of these Zag videos in the same place I'm posting this Zag video that talks about how to release your book for free twice a year. So happy reviewing. Have a good day.